The Belizean realtors remind us of the context within which this amendment finds itself. I won't list all of the points, but here are some of them that we believe are noteworthy. Real estate transactions in non-tourist driven markets are already down. We are discussing an increased rate on a tax system that is already flawed. And, as people in the industry claim, with no sign of being rectified. A system that is adding a firm and official increase in costs on top of a system that has steadily been rising the level of risk in investing and purchasing property in Belize. This system has led to a lot of corruption, and there is even question, as we all know, when we talk about risk of investing and buying property in Belize, there is even question and doubt in many instances as to who actually owns the very land that you're purchasing. So we're already in a high-risk environment. We've had a host of issues with titles from the department. I'm sure the minister will be talking about that too. In the end, Mr. President, the realtors of this country say that all we're really doing is bringing down the value of property in Belize. Property not owned solely by foreigners, but as well Belizeans.
There is a concern from Senator Lizarraga that somehow the value of Belizean land will go down and there will be a reduction in the demand for Belizean property. Senator Lizarraga, I can tell you, there is no such thing as a lack of demand for Belizean property. Belizean property is demanded heavily by both Belizeans and non-Belizeans. That will not be affected. As a matter of fact, the minister informs me that the demand has increased steadily since she has taken over the ministry.
With particular reference to the way the Stamp Duty Act works, as has been identified by my colleagues, there is a process that takes place that I will call out, and as I've done within the ministry and outside, I will call it out as being a process that needs to be reviewed, revised, and we are doing that. Because when you purchase land, sell land one to the other, there is a process in the ministry where the valuation needs to be looked at for determination of the appropriateness of the stamp duty that is to be paid. And it's a process that right now takes a long time, that leads to a lot of discussion back and forth, leads to a lot of requests for reconsideration, and as some of my colleagues have said, it also opens the door for some amount of corruption in the system. And we're trying to address that on various levels. We've actually met with the real estate sector already, and a lot of what you said, sir, had been conveyed to us directly, and we have agreed in principle that we will want to share information. They did offer to share information and prices, and we've accepted that offer, but we have to work out how that actually comes into effect.